Did you know that fashion can have a significant effect on the lives of older adults and has been proven to affect confidence, self-esteem, and their overall well-being? With age come situations that can make older adults less worthy of attention. Interestingly, fashion can restore joy and deal with the challenge of not feeling so attractive. Lots of people desire to dress in ways that suggest wealth, either because they just want to feel good about themselves or want to impress society. Regardless of what the reason is, this video will come in really handy in helping you look your best effortlessly. You see, the average man looking to regain his confidence through fashion probably thinks he needs to spend a lot of money, but that's far from the truth. You don't need all the money in the world to look confident. You simply need to go all the way with this video and make a decent living. These are 12 budget-friendly hacks for men to look rich and confident. Stick around for number 8. It's something most men overlook, but it changes everything. 1. Buy well-fitting clothes. It is common knowledge that the average person can look a lot better when they wear well-fitting clothes. Well, beyond merely appearing more aesthetically pleasing, clothes with the right fit tend to look more expensive. This might be new to you, but the reason for this is quite straightforward. They tend to flatter the body in the best ways possible. Now that you know the power of the right clothes, there is one more step, and that is shopping properly. To ensure that your clothes have the right fit, you shouldn't shop in haste. Take your time and test these clothes when possible. If, for some reason, you come across clothes you love, but they don't have the right fit, it's okay to buy them. However, that doesn't mean you can go on wearing them immediately. If you must get the best value for money and look rich in these clothes, you have to visit a tailor and get them adjusted. Trust me, this will not cost much. The right fit is great, and so is the right quality. 2. Spend on high-quality items. Sometimes there is the temptation to buy several clothes to avoid repetition. As much as this isn't a bad idea, you might not get good value for your money if you have several clothes of the wrong quality. Although some folks have the means to get several clothes of the right quality, not everyone does. Well, if you fall into the category of people that have to choose between getting a few items of good quality or several clothes of mediocre quality, it's better to have a few clothing items of good quality. This will give you an expensive appearance and also keep you from having to replace your clothes too often. 3. Avoid branded items. At the thought of quality, some men think all they need to do is go for big brands. Well, big brands are expensive, and if you have them on, it is easy for people to consider you rich. While there is nothing wrong with this approach, the aim is to look expensive without spending a lot of money. With this in mind, you should go for clothes that no one can link to a brand. This way, you know you are simply paying for the clothes and not the popularity of the brand. That's not all. Branded clothes are known to be trendy. This means after a while they might begin to look out of vogue. The implication of this is, if you feel comfortable spending a fortune on big brands at the moment and can't sustain that lifestyle, not only will it seem like you are wearing outdated clothes, but it will also seem like you suddenly went broke. 4. Ensure your clothes are always wrinkle-free. Speaking of looking broke, one of the easiest ways to look broke is to put on clothes without properly ironing them. The fact is, it's almost impossible to see people of means with wrinkled clothes. Their clothes are usually clean and wrinkle-free, and this is something you should do if you must look expensive. You might argue that this set of people have staff that do their laundry. Well, you might not be able to afford to pay staff to do your laundry, but who says you need someone else to keep your clothes in the right condition? If your clothes must be wrinkle-free, you simply need to take out some time to wash and iron them properly. This is something that a broke man can do without even lifting a muscle. While giving attention to your fabrics, it is also important that you buy the right fabrics. 5. You can't get it wrong with natural fabrics. Not everyone is a fan of natural fabrics. Nonetheless, if you want to have an expensive look without spending a lot, you should prioritize them. Natural fabrics like cashmere and cotton always look a lot better than blended fabrics. So if you have to make a choice, always stick to them, as they can help you look a lot richer than you have imagined. 6. Wear appropriate clothes for every occasion. There is always an outfit for every occasion, and this explains why certain professionals have to put on uniforms. Well, you might not be in a field that requires you to wear uniforms, but that doesn't give you the freedom to wear whatever clothes you want at any time, even if you think you look great in them. You see, it's okay to want to stand out, but looking expensive isn't always about standing out. Sometimes, all you need to do is blend in, as this is as simple as wearing the right clothes for an occasion. 7. Dress for the weather beyond. Merely dressing appropriately for an occasion, it is also important that you wear the right clothes for the weather. Just think of a man putting on a suit at the beach in summer. Now, his suit might be made from expensive materials, but regardless of how expensive his suit is, one might think he is probably a staff member of a wealthy person that came to relax at the beach. In the same way, you don't want to put on thick sweatshirts when the weather is hot. You will look extremely uncomfortable, and this could be seen as a lack of confidence. Additionally, forgetting to layer properly when the temperature drops will leave you feeling chilly and very uncomfortable. This definitely isn't a situation you want to find yourself in. So, what do? It's simple. Shop with the different weathers in mind. If you can pull this off, you will always have something fashionable and smart regardless of the time of the year. Before we go on, please like and share this video so other men looking to look rich and confident on a budget don't miss out. 8. Spend on shoes. One of the first things women notice when they meet a man is his shoes. A man's shoes say a lot about his lifestyle, his job type, and his financial state. So long as clothes are concerned, you can look rich without spending a lot of money. However, if for some reason you think you want to spend on your outfit, the first thing you should think about is shoes. It is common knowledge that expensive shoes last the test of time. That's not all. Even folks that are unable to tell much about the quality of a person's fabric can tell a good pair of shoes from one that doesn't look so good. Going by all these, next time you walk into a place and want to get premium treatment, wear the right shoes, even if it means spending a little more than you are used to. 9. Accessories. Make a lot of difference. Regular folks think they need to look extravagant to look rich, but that's actually far from the truth. Although an extravagant appearance can make you seem rich, you can actually wear something simple and look more expensive than someone that spent a fortune in an expensive store. This might be difficult to believe, but it is a fact and is possible because of the existence of accessories. A simple accessory can make a lot more difference than you can imagine. Now that you know how good accessories can be, you might be tempted to go all out, but that will be missing the entire point. With accessories, you have to be moderate. The aim is to look rich and not to be like a young rapper. If your accessories are too much, you will come off as trying too hard. The rich do not try hard to look rich. Things just work very easily for them. So, if you successfully keep your accessories simple, you will come off as effortlessly classy. And if, for some reason, you aren't sure how to look simple, simply add 1 or 2 accessories to your outfit, and you will be fine. 10. Ensure you smell great. Not many people consider colognes an accessory because they can't be seen. Well, colognes might not exactly be an accessory, but they work like one and can make a lot of difference. Sometimes the difference between a wealthy appearance and a regular one is a cologne. The rich always smell good and clean, and you can easily be like them if you have the right fragrance. In a bid to smell rich, you don't need to bathe in cologne. A dab or 2 will be just fine. 11. Take care of your nails. You could put on nice clothes and still look unkempt if your nails are not well cared for. Scraggy nails are a major turn-off. Surprisingly, lots of people don't know this as they always wear shoes. Since they don't get to expose their nails too often, they feel they have no need for proper grooming. If this best describes you, it might feel like keeping your nails clean is a waste of time. However, you never can tell when you will need to take off your shoes. So, instead of embarrassing yourself and giving people the impression that you are dirty, ensure your nails are clean and short. 12. Cut your hair regularly. An easy sign of a broke man is overgrown hair. Well, the opposite is quite the case. Men of substance have a reputation for constantly cutting their hair, so if you must appear rich and confident, you should do the same. While taking care of the hair on your head, you shouldn't neglect your facial hair.